All right, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I have $2,500 bankroll sitting here. And here I want to show what I think is the actual correct way to play the anything but 10. All right, I'm just going to do all random shooters. I'm not even going to shoot the dice myself. So I do still think you should practice dice control and try to hedge out the whatever number it is you use. I'm going to use the 10 here because it's easy. All right, so first thing first. What's up? What's up? Is I think that you should start out with the ability, you want to be able to lay, or not lay, play this across. All right, so that right there, it's 135. All right, so you have to play at least 270. All right, so I think you should play 300 on the lay to start. All right, and this is the way I think you should start every time playing this strategy. And the reason being is that you can play on a hit count, on a pitch count type thing, okay? But I do think you should do this. I also think you should press. So I think you should play on a 3-hit count. All right, and now of course if you can play this bigger, the ultimate way to play it is bigger, hit a couple times and leave. But let's say this is as big a bankroll as you can get. This is still a reasonably sized bankroll. It's not huge, but per session, $2,500 is not small either. All right, so here we go. And I think you should also martingale the 10. All right, so right now we'll win 150 and we have 135. So we'll actually win 143. So we win on the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're looking for 3 hits of any kind. And there's a 7, okay? So it's a come out 7. So we have 135, 143 minus 135 is $8. I know that don't sound like much, but you get a bunch of them added up and it's actually pretty good. All right, so there's a 6. It's a $35. Now you're never shooting the dice here, so it doesn't matter who's rolling, whatever. All right, and there's a 5. So your first 3 hits, no problem, $35. Okay, so you got 3 hits in. All right, so now from here on out, I think you should press. All right, and there's the 6. So $35. Okay, so this is how I think you should press. First thing first, add $18 to the 6. That's going to leave you with $17 in profit. All right, you just press the number you get. And there's the 3. We're not going to do nothing with the 3. And the reason I say this is the way you should do it. You're not worried about rolling the 10 because you're going to martingale the 10. So you can just stay up. But the 3 hits are based upon, we're going to put $18 out there. There are 3 hits on that 8, sorry. The 3 hits are based in the idea before you start pressing. That way you have some money locked in. All right, there's the 516. So we're at the $56 level. And this is the way I think you should play this. This is the way I think will make the most profit over time. All right, so maybe this time we bump up the 9, a quarter, and there's the 10. Okay, so that's our first 10 hit. All right, so we lost 300. So we're gonna have to go to 600 plus whatever our initial bet was. All right, so we're gonna have to double it plus our initial bet. So we're at 900. So right now we want a 7. And there's a 5. We're still working everything. And we actually probably didn't have to because we probably have close to that money there. All right, that's a $35 5. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna stack 10 bucks on that 5 and keep going. And there's the 5 again, 415. That's gonna be a $49 winner. Actually, I'll drop this dollar right here and get 50. It's gonna allow us to bump up that 4. And there's the 7. All right. So now we do lose all of our press money. All right? That's absolutely true. You're going to lose all this press money. But that's fine, because you've made all your profit in them first 3 hits. So, and then what you're going to have is you're going to have 900. So you're going to win 450 minus $22. All right, so it's going to cost you $22 for 450. And again, that gives you everything you lost back plus a couple bucks. All right, so then we go back down to the $300 level and we rinse and repeat. All right. How many times can you martingale? You know, you'll only be able to do it 2 times in this way. So you could definitely play it smaller, but I don't think you need a bunch more than that, because you're not going to have to martingale it every time. If you've made $300 here, you don't have to martingale it. You've made $300 in profit, which that last one we probably didn't have to martingale. All right, here we go. And there's a yo. So this time we'll pay attention to that. We'll pay attention to see if we go and made $300 in profit. All right, so there's a 4, so we're going to have to drop some vig, get $4 back, and we're going to get 50. So this is hit number 1. And there's a 6. It's a $35 winner. That's going to be hit number 2. And there's a hard 4. So drop $1, we're going to get 50. That's going to be hit number 3. Okay, so right there we have $125 already. So do we have to even do a full martingale if we wanted? No, we don't. All right, so there's a $35 8. We're going to get $18. Press it. I'm going to put this right there just as a marker. And there's the 6. $35 6. Same thing, I'm going to grab, I need to get some whites. And so this is the way I think you should play this, in my opinion. And there's the 7. Okay, so you're going to lose the profit, the press part. You'll lose that press part, and then you're going to win $7 or $8. $8 on the 7. Okay, so how much is that? 100, 150. So we're about halfway there. And there's the 7. So that's another. It's either $7 or $8. That's very trivial. I'm just going to do it as $8. And there's the 9. So there's a $35 winner. Remember, every time you lose, you start over on the 3 hits. So that's hit number 2. And there's a 6, 4, 2, 6. So there's our 3rd hit. So this is the actual way I think you should play this. And if you have more money, you could of course play it bigger. But I honestly think if you have more money, you should still play it this way. But you should just martingale, have it for the martingale. Because this should basically consistently win. So we're on the pressing now. That was a 6. This should basically consistently win as long as you'll sit there and play. There's an 8. And I know people don't want to hear that, but if you're willing to martingale it, then the 10 doesn't matter. The 10 no longer matters. The 10 is just letting you play them box numbers for free. All right, there's a $56 winner. So let's put the 25 on the 9. So again, of course, if we roll a 10 here, we don't have to martingale it. And there's a easy 4, So we're going to drop $1 for 50. Bump that 4 up. So, because we have well over $300 made. And so this is another thing. And there's the 7, so we're going to lose all of our press numbers. And so here's the argument. Okay, I already know what the argument's going to be. Well, what if 3 10s come out in the beginning? Okay, well that's the argument for setting the dice yourself and playing on yourself and being able to manufacture these numbers without having to worry about random shooters. But what I'm showing here is that most of the time the random shooter is not going to kill you. Hold on, Jameson. My son is giving me crap still. I made this video right after I made my last live where I got crushed. But I got crushed on my own shots, guys. Now there was that one where I pressed that random shooter, where I kept pressing on that random shooter and caused that myself. But so we started with $2,500. Let's just see where we're at. There's 2,000, 2,500. So we're up 600. There's $647. No, $672. Sorry, $672 profit. Again, we only rolled 110 where we had to martingale it. You're probably going to have more than that sometimes. That's why you need a bigger bankroll for this. But I will, Jameson, I will argue this. And argue this, that this is the best strategy out there. Just because you only have 3 ways to lose. And you have all the other ways to win. You basically have from 1 to 33 ways to win, whatever you choose. And you have 3 ways to lose. The ways to lose never changes. But you can have as many ways to win as you'd like. And so, again, in my opinion, this is the best strategy. This is the best strategy I've ever played myself. I haven't played at the casino yet. And I trust in it. I do think you have, if you want to be consistently successful with it, you have to play more box numbers. And you have to, of course, this one takes a little bit bigger bankroll. Not a huge bankroll. You could play it small all the time, and it's probably going to profit. It's going to be more of a grind. Of course, if you could play it huge, if you could play, you know, a $3,500 lay bet and then $500 bets across, of course you're going to make a lot more money because you're not going to have to wait as many rolls. So you're going to have a whole bunch of times that what happens is you just take and make $1,000 here, $1,000 here in a couple rolls, and you walk out the door. And that's the point that I would love to get to. Anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wedge Me This, and you guys have a great day.